the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Hales Corner Speedway Sim Series. Street stocks at Knoxville tonight. Drivers winding up the practice session. Expect to see quite a bit of fun tonight. 27 cars checked in to the pits this evening. Going to be a very good night of racing for these guys. The big track. A lot of room to get around and race. Big, heavy cars. These guys should put on a heck of a show for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Been a while since I've been back on the air. I can't tell you, it's been over a week. Probably about 8-9 days since I was on air, and I almost screwed everything up to start tonight. So stick with me. If I make any mistakes tonight, I'm a little rusty. Plus, I'm a little tired. Just got back from driving all the way home from the Gateway Nationals. And I'll tell you, that was one heck of a weekend. Ton of fun. I look forward to that one every single year. Got to see friends and a lot of racers. So, you guys getting ready to head into qualifying? We're going to get ready to jump down here and do our pre-race ceremonies. So, when we come back, we'll be ready for heat races.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, big thank you to Johnny Foley once again. Watching qualifying here, Cole Duggar quickest right now, 22.576 seconds. Only Peter Brees left on track in just a few seconds for that. Reed Rundle times in P2. We watched him pull his car to a stop. Brees currently on track out here. His first lap, 15th quickest, 22.876. About 3/10 off the leader. But Duggar, Rundle, Hull, Johnson, and Brunner, John Brunner, are top 5 in qualifying right now. A couple of new faces. We've seen Bittinger a couple of times. Sean Judson, one of the newer faces. Some new information on some of these guys. Getting ready to grid out our heat races here. We're looking to see 7 cars per. Looks like we're going to probably have 4 heat races. Let us get down here to our lineup. And our Central Services starting lineup looks like this for heat race number 1. On the pole, the 117 of Jim Butcher, and on his outside, the Crawford Flooring 1525 Motorsports number 25. From Reddit, Illinois, Rob Warren. Your second row, inside, the Brunner Brothers Racing number 46 out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin of John Brunner. And on his outside, that didn't update for whatever reason. We'll fix that. I know that there is no team there, and it is the KD's Photography, or the KCD Photography, number 11 of Cole Duggar. In your third row, going to be the 66 of Jason Enoch. On the outside of him, and the Gundog Motorsports number 34 from Brookfield, Wisconsin, Dean Gagliano. And on the back row, the BAC 218 Platte AMB Lazy, number 77 from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, Daniel Harsted. Okie dokie. All right, around one more time before we go green. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're not already, like, share, and follow over on the Facebook page, and subscribe, YouTube and Twitch. Say hi in the chat. Butcher and Warren for heat race number 1. All right, pace truck is in, waiting on that green flag to show up. There it is. We are underway. And Rob Warren rolls that 25 car pretty good from the outside. He's probably going to have an advantage coming out of 2 right here. Off the top side, just a little bit of extra momentum, and he should clear in 3 and 4 from that outside. Made Cole Duggar check up off the back end of that 117 car of Butcher right there. Butcher with a great run through the middle. Still side by side, the front 2 rows into turn number 1 after lap number 1. Now Butcher, big drive off the bottom of 2, grabs the lead. Hello, Dean. 3 wide in 3 and 4. This for your lead. Warren trying to keep the 46 of Brunner down right against the inside. Use that momentum to rock it around. Throw the slider here in 1 and 2, and he doesn't even throw it. He just keeps it pinned on the bottom as Butcher got way wide. Now Butcher, he's going to be in trouble back here. He's got Brunner and Duggar looking to the inside. Enoch right in behind that. These guys battle for second, third, and 4th. Up on the curb with the left front tire, Cole Duggar trying to hang the car and make it turn a little better, maybe catch some bite. Get some drive out of the corner. Brunner has cleared Butcher now. He's got second, and Duggar looks to be doing the same. Those two trying to share fenders. Now Duggar runs just a little wide. Butcher way up the hill. This should clear Duggar into 3rd. And it does. Single file through your top 4. Now your top 5 as Daniel Harsted clears Jason Enoch into 5th. Everybody's still right on top of each other. Pretty much a train halfway home in Heat 1. Warren took the lead at the end of lap number 1, and he has not looked back. In fact, he has opened up about 0.6 of a second on Brunner. Duggar's still 3rd, but Duggar trying to take a peek. Couldn't get it done out of 4. Has to fall in line. Lost a little momentum. I think he got pinned down a little bit and had to roll off the gas. Wide into 3. Going to try to cut down here and flatten out this exit and see if he can get a run. He does, but it is not going to be enough to get alongside going into turn number 1. Down to 2 to go. Butcher is still 4th. Harsted 5th. Enoch and Gagliano. Rounding out the field. Now Duggar gets a run on the inside. Left front up on the berm. I think that was because Brunner got a little sideways right there. Where are you at, Crawford? Still. Rob Warren, John Brunner, Cole Duggar. Your top 3 currently. Coming to the checkered flag. Rob Warren opens up the evening with our first heat win. Then John Brunner, Cole Duggar, Jim Butcher in 4th. Enoch Harsted side by side. Harsted takes 5th. Then Enoch got it. Enoch, Harsted, and Gagliano in that order. And we're going to get ready to move on here to heat number 2. Let's get down here and go through our Central Services starting lineup on the pole. The Furnace DRN, Team Davis, number 35 from West Allis, Wisconsin, of Zach Krieger. And on his outside, the KDC photos, Jetty Designs, Team Outlaw Motorsports, number 069 from Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, Scott Bittinger. Row 2 inside, 1525 Milkman Designs, number 7 of Tyler Goodwin from McChesney Park, Illinois. And on his outside, the Central Services Mueller's, number 43 from Oxford, Michigan, of Reed Rundle. Bo Ambos will start inside of row number 3 with Colin Skinzalewski. And Skinzalewski will go to the back as new driver tonight. So he will drop tail in Charlie. he will swap spots with Daniel Tafelski, which I don't know if they're going to swap spots or not because I don't think it improves anybody's position. I think both drivers are new, if I remember right, tonight. So, hey, Derek. Seeing Jack Crawford, where are you? You didn't tell me where you were. I thought you were going to be in St. Louis this weekend. Never got a chance to hook up. Say hi. All right. Green out of 4. Krieger and Bittinger. We'll see how Zach does off of pole position here. Has been getting stronger every week. Man, you never messaged me from down there. I was out all 3 days in there. I saw your pictures. All right, green flag in the air, heat 2 underway. And Krieger did jump straight to the lead, but he has got company coming quickly up the inside right there. Tyler Goodwin gets around Bittinger. At least he did going into turn 3. Now he'll clear him out of turn 4. The battle back there is for 4th. That's going to be Ambos in the 88. The green car on the inside. Reed Rundle up on top now. Here's a battle for the lead. Top 5 on the screen, and it looks like Goodwin is going for the top spot. Can he clear out of 4? Krieger gives him the run. New leader, end of lap 2. Tyler Goodwin now. Bittinger trying to keep Krieger up on the top side and force him the long way around so he can take second away. I think that's going to happen right here in 3 and 4. They're 3 wide behind that for the 3rd spot. Krieger's on the top. Rundle's in the middle. Ambos on the bottom. Tiny touch right there between Rundle and Ambos. Rundle's going to go to the high side. Keep that 43 car wound up. Try to get the run down the back stretch. Maybe close it off in 3 and 4 down here. And he can set his sights on that 69 car of Bittinger. Didn't get it done. Ambos had a good run on the exit of 4, pulled back alongside. Still side by side for 3rd. Goodwin and Bittinger 1 and 2. Now Rundle trying to hang on to 3rd, but Ambos keeps getting good runs. Oh, Krieger trying to peek on the inside of Ambos. Lost the nose of the car a little bit. Had to gather it back up. 5 of 10 in the books for Heat 2. About 3/4 of a car length advantage for Reed Rundle going into 3 and 4. He's running quite a ways up. That time Ambos touched the apron down there. He touched that berm, and it kind of upset the 88 car a little bit. He has to fall back in line in 4th. Go back here real quick. Skinzalewski is in front of Tafelski, and they are a good bit back. Back Tafelski now being scored a lap down. I think that was his slow car on the front stretch a couple of laps ago. But it is all Goodwin. Bittinger not able to close the gap, and once Rundle cleared Ambos, he's not been able to close up on Bittinger. It looks like Krieger's going to try to make a run at Ambos and get into the transfer spot. I think that kind of became a moot point right there when Krieger went wide. He's got a lot of work to catch up, and it's hard to catch up car lengths. And he's got about 4 of them with about a lap and a half to go. Less than that now as they come out of turn 4. White flag in the air. It's Tyler Goodwin, Scott Bittinger, Reed Rundle, and Bo Ambos. Your top 4, and Rundle with a great run through 1 and 2. That lap closed up. Can he do something here in 3 and 4? Bittinger made the car a little wide, getting in the corner right there. Goodwin will win. Bittinger, then Rundle, and then Ambush, your top 4. So the redraw may be going to help some of these guys, going to hurt some of the others. I did not catch the number on the redraw, so I will look in between our heats and our B main. As we'll head down and look at the Central Services starting lineup for heat number 3 on the pole, the discountshoptowels.com. Black Flag Racing, a number 74 from Waterford, Wisconsin, of Peter Brees. And on his outside, the Pincala Auto Solutions, number 41, out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, Ryan Fisher. Your second row inside, the Buddies Racing Equipment I-41 Raceway, number 17 from Slinger, Wisconsin, Dean Burnt. And on the outside, the B Hull Performance, number 99. That's also the Ski Graphics Machine out of Mayville, Wisconsin, of Brandon Hull. Third row on the inside, another B Hull Performance Machine. He's out of Greendale, Wisconsin, the 70 car of J.J. Schilling. And outside the third row, position number 6, the Brunner Brothers Racing, Pride at Tosa, number 64, Randy Brunner, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And on the back, more of them B-Hull Performance calls. He's out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. He drives a 32, Skylar Woods. So this the B-Hull Performance heat race. JJ, pocket full of change, Schilling. Got all that green on the car. Doesn't he know that green is not good for race cars? Does he just not know that? He's a racer for all intent and purpose. He should already know that. All right, green this time out of turn number 4. Brees, Fisher, row 1. Then a whole pile of B-Hull Performance cars behind that, so we'll see.
Green flag, green flag.
Down comes the green. Away go the cars. Brees trying to come off the bottom. See if he can grab the lead here, and he had it going into 3. Didn't have it by much. Now Fisher with a power move to the top side. Ryan Fisher by about the thickness of the paint on the nose of the car is going to lead lap number 1. And they are 2 wide, 3 deep back there. It looks like the 99 of Hull got a little out of shape. He might have got a touch from the 17 of Dean Burnt right there, but it was hard to tell. So these 7 cars piled right on top of one another getting around here. There goes the 70 of Schilling, splitting hairs, going in between cars. Went between Hull and Wood. Now gets out of shape. Both cars go back around him out of 2. Good battle for third as Randy Brunner in the 64 got up the inside of Dean Burnt right there and moved him up the hill in 3 and 4. He's got the spot, and he's not done yet. He's going after Fisher now down here in 1 and 2. 64 car hooked up pretty nicely on the bottom. The Hull out of shape at the back. That's causing some problems. Skylar Woods' car got turned to the inside. I think he's going to hang on to it. Going to be able to roll it away. We're going back towards the front. That's a Brunner still working on the inside of Ryan Fisher. He's got him cleared for the moment. They're going to be dead even getting down here to turn 3. Fisher tried to close off the low entry and see if he could keep Brunner pinned down. Both cars slid out wide. That time Brunner by a full car length has second away from Fisher. Now he's got his sights set on the 74 of Peter Brees. Brees has had his way so far. Got about 4 car lengths. Burnt now trying to make a run at Fisher. Comes from the middle, cuts the car low. Car inside on his left rear. No way he could know that Hull was there. Both cars able to continue, keep it forward. He really didn't lose much momentum knocking it off the nose of Brandon Hull's car there as he stays pinned on the inside This time I think Fisher's going to get down here, really try to close this in. Aggressive move there. Brunner got out of shape, and Burnt had a great run. If he hadn't made contact, he might have passed both Fisher and Brunner. Now a little bumping and grinding between the B-hole teammates. That's going to open things up as Burnt is out of shape. And that's going to open the gap big time. It's going to let Fisher focus on the back end of the 64 coming down to 2 to go. Doesn't have to worry about Burnt getting in there and moving him around, making him do something he doesn't want to do. He can just focus on trying to go after the right-hand side of the 64 machine and go by on the top side. Now cuts it underneath down the backstretch. Great drive out of the corner for Fisher. And Fisher goes into the corner, a little contact, slides him up wide, moved him way up the hill. See what happens down here in 1 and 2. He went in right against the bottom. Brunner way against the top. Can Brunner make the crossover? Because if he doesn't get that done, it's going to be locked out on him. And it is right there on the exit. White flags in the air. Peter Brees going to pick up the win easily. We're watching a battle for second and third right here. It looks like Fisher will come home second. Then Brunner. Dean Burnt will hang on for fourth. J.J. Schilling fifth. Brandon Hull sixth. And Skylar Woods rounding out the field. It's a good race and a little door-to-door action, a little fender bumping. So we'll get ready for our fourth and final heat race. 6 cars slated to start in this one. 27 our total. And a look at the Central Services starting lineup on the pole. And the Central Services Company Incorporated, number 22 from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nate Sievert. And on his outside be the 48 of Matt Urban. Here's second row. Inside, the KDC Juddy's Designs Team Outlaw Motorsports, number 19 from Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, of Sean Judson. And the outside of him, in the Shark RC Car Bodies, number 112. It's Chris Johnson from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Third row, inside, this is the final row. The Skis Graphics, Keegan Bush Motorsports, number 27 of Hartford, Wisconsin's Keegan Bush. And on the outside, in the Black Flag Racing, number 10 from West Dallas, Wisconsin, Tony Ichkowski. All right, final heat race, and we'll have a B main here as soon as they are done. Get ready for our 25-lap feature. Very good, very competitive racing so far. Everybody right on top of one another pretty much. Able to keep it fairly clean. Couple of cars got turned sideways, but they were able to continue, so nothing major in the incident department. We get ready to watch Nate Sievert and Matt Urban kick off our final heat race. What are you doing there, pocket of change? Is that a wry smile over there you got going, that little emoji? You roughed your teammate up, man. What's up with that? All right, pace truck's out of the way. Green flag falls on the final heat race. Urban had a little advantage onto the top, but it looks like Sievert's going to get a good run through the middle, pull alongside. It's just not enough, as Urban got a great start in that 48 machine. Now, Chris Johnson, that guy's had zero luck this entire season, the 112 car. He couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. That's how bad his luck has been. And right now, looking pretty good on the top side, tucked in behind our leader. Got Nate Sievert right up on the inside there in the 22 machine. These three tight on one another here, doing battle in their top three. The lead still held by Matt Urban, but second, that is being contested heavily on the inside by Sievert, on the top side from Chris Johnson. Urban cuts the car down a little bit. Ooh, Sievert got wide right there, and I think he tapped the left rear of Johnson. That slowed him down. That is going to put Ichkowski alongside. Battle for third now. Johnson able to look straight ahead, focus on the car in front of him, try to run that guy down. He'd like nothing more than just to transfer into an A main. So I think his last 2 or 3 nights he has bowed out in the B main because he has been in all kinds of incidents, most of them not of his own doing. We're watching a great battle right here for third. Sievert's on the top side. Ichkowski's on the inside. And Ichkowski's trying not to give a lot of room, and he keeps trying to slide the rear end across the nose of the 22, and it's just not getting there. That 22 car. Pretty strong off the top side this time. Sievert's going to clear. Battle for the lead starting to shape up now. Johnson taking a peek on the inside. 4 laps to go this time. It took him 6 laps to get there. Now can he seal the deal and finish it up strong? Come home with a win in a heat race. Side by side into 3 and 4. Johnson. If he can get a bite here off the bottom, may have a shot to lead this lap. And he does by about a quarter of a car. Keeping the 112 locked in on the bottom. Got that left rear tire down there where it's sticky. He's getting pretty good rotation right in the center where he needs it so he can have that drive off. Oh, this time gets a little sideways early. He'll fight that the rest of the corner and probably not going to have the lead this time when we get there. Maybe by the nose of the car that time. Showed Urban as the leader, but now Johnson alongside again. If he can keep that car square, I think coming to the white flag, he may have a chance to do something off the bottom side right here. There's a lot of grip right there. Still side by side, and Urban's trying to keep him pinned in. Kept him down on the bottom. Now Johnson, good run out of 2. Pulls alongside again. A little contact there. I think Urban tried to really close that entry off. That bumped Johnson down on the bottom. Johnson goes up, puts a little fender into him. He wants to win a heat. He's going to do it. Urban's second. Sievert was third. Ichkowski comes home in 4th. And then Bush and Judson. That may have just been a case of, ran him a little tight. He ran him pretty clean the whole race. So ran you pretty tight right there. I really didn't appreciate that. You never know. All right, let's look at our starting lineup here for our B main. It'll be Enoch and Krieger in row 1. Schilling and Bush, row 2. Harstad and Skinzalewski in row 3. Then Hull and Judson in row 4. Gagliano and Tefelsky in row number 5. And on to the back, the unfortunate one, Skylar Woods, that 32 car. That guy's been about as many wrecks as the 112 car this year, but he's made some features. I don't know what race you're watching, Fletcher, but I don't think David's here. Haven't seen him all night. All right, lights going to go off on the pace truck. That means the next time around, these 11 cars looking for about 8 spots, I think. On the podium or on the top of the podium, Jacob? All right. Enoch and Krieger. Oh, both.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. B main is underway. Looked like Hull was going to peek down the inside of Harstad right there, and he didn't get it done. Now he's going to have to do it down in 3 and 4. Checks the car up. That's a battle for about 5th. Leader out of turn 4. Enoch. Then Krieger was second. Now J.J. Schilling brings the 70 car around everybody and up there to P2. We'll see how long Enoch can hang on to the lead. Good run out of 2 for Schilling. Going to go up to the top side. Enoch right through the slick. I'm really not sure that's where you want to be. But he will lead a lap number 2 as well. Schilling right there. Krieger is in 3rd. He's got the top side above Busch. Now Hull works to the inside of Harstad, takes away the 5th spot. Harstad back 2nd. Contact. We saw it right there between Krieger and Busch. Very minimal, very light contact, but every little bit of momentum you lose, the guy behind you just gains car lengths on you. Hull looks like he's going to run it down the ball. Got both left side tires up on the berm. Really had to wait for the car. Busch got out of shape trying to get around Krieger. Here we go.
Right, caution is out.
Caution. I'm going to go back here. I think this 40 car actually is what brought out the caution right at the same time that those guys up front were banging around on each other. Oh, yeah, he cut the car down low, spun it out right there. That's going to do it. Then we had the other incident out in front of us. So we'll take a quick look. That's not the lineup. It's going to be Schilling, Enoch, Krieger, Hull, Judson. Looks like maybe the 77 of Harstad is going to get lucky. He's going to get his spot back because he was not the caution. So put him back up there in about 5th. Then Judson in 6th. Skinzalewski in the 5 car there is 7th. Skylar Woods, Keegan Busch, Dean Gagliano, and Daniel Tafelski. All 11 still on the track. Not a ton going on here at DRN this week. We may put something together with Tim Sims later in the week. But right now, the next show is scheduled for Thursday. Both Dominic Santina and myself have shows, NASCAR and Warhorse. Super late model shows. No DSRL this week. No PRO this week. Lights are off on the pace truck, getting ready to go back to green. Schilling and Enoch. Now the front row, and Schilling
Green.
stomps on the throttle, and Jason Enoch was still finishing his sandwich or something. And he is going to fall way back. Krieger goes around him. Now it's 3 wide behind Krieger, and Enoch's going to get a run back on the top side out of 2. Pull alongside, try to take 2nd back. Krieger got in, left front up on the berm. See if he can hang on down here at the bottom. Looks like the bottom in 3 and 4 has been pretty good. Everybody's kind of preferring that top side in 1 and 2 right now for their momentum. Schilling, 0.8 of a second out in front, halfway through the B-main this time. Brandon Hull right there in 4th, and then it's Sean Judson, the 19 car on the outside in the 5th spot. Here comes Skylar Wood trying to work the bottom. Working on Harstead right there. That's going to be for 6th. See if he can take this away. Looks like Hull's going after 3rd right here from Krieger. Ooh, got the car a little out of shape. I don't know if that's going to be a momentum breaker or not, but he's going to hang on to it right there for 3rd. Over Krieger. It looks like Wood got around Harstead. Now he's working on Judson. Just not close enough to really do much with that. He's got a transfer spot here. Safe over. Sorry, Enoch and Hull starting to go at it. Krieger's falling in line. Judson's falling in that top line. The only car down on the bottom right now is 6th place car, the 32 of Skylar Woods. 3 wide. Krieger on top. Judson in the middle. Woods on the bottom. Harstead right behind that. Contact there. Here we go again. 32 car. Thought he was going to be the beneficiary of getting spun out on the front stretch. But he and Judson able to keep them straight. Swap spots. Woods to 5th and Judson back to 6th. 2 to go. 1 full second for J.J. Schilling over Jason Enoch. We're watching the battle for what I believe is the final transfer spot right here. Now Judson, big run out of 2 on the top side. He's got to keep that momentum up right here on the exit of turn number 4. He could really have a good run right there. He's back up to 5th. Track starting to widen out. Top line and bottom line about even when you can get out of 2 and 4 off the bottom in that sticky stuff. Here comes Woods. Big run up the hill. Right into the right-hand door, the left-hand door. Puts the right door in the left door of Judson. Moved him out of the way. Takes 5th away from him. Schilling won it. Enoch, Hull, Krieger, Woods, and Judson are top 6. Then Harstead, Bush, Gagliano, Skinzalewski, and Tafelski. See if the boys are going to have some warm-up here. And if they are, we'll go pay a bill real quick. Looks like they're going to warm up for just a second, so we'll throw a commercial up here. We'll be right back. Back to it just in time. Cars rolling off the grid. Our Central Services starting line for the 25-lap A-Main is Matt Urban and Ryan Fisher in row number 1. Scott Bittinger and John Brunner in row 2. Row 3, Chris Johnson, Peter Brees. Then Tyler Goodwin and Rob Warren in the 4th row. Your 5th row, Cole Duggar and Reed Rundle. Row 6, Randy Brunner and Nate Siemert. Jim Butcher and Bo Amos in the 7th row. The 8th row, Dean Burnt and Tony Ichkowski. Row 9, J.J. Schilling, Jason Enoch. And our 10th and final row, Brendan Hull and Zach Krieger. So 20 cars, 25 laps. We've already seen how wide the track is. We'll get some changes into this racing surface as we go along as they churn the top of it up a little bit here. Give these guys a chance to have a little bit more grip, make it not one line, because it would go to one line at the top and then it would come back very, very late in this thing. Maybe not late enough for everybody to have enough time to do anything with it. So we'll start a little tacky and work it out to slick right here. Pace truck is in 25 laps.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. And Matt Urban going to push us through 1 and 2, come out of the corner. He's going to grab the lead right in front of Ryan Fisher. Cart sideways. Pierre Brice on the back stretch. So hard lick for the 74 car. He's in between cars. Got Johnson on the inside, Brunner on the outside. Now Goodwin on the inside, and I think that's where it ends up being. He and Brunner got hooked and touched. It looks like Rob Warren got a little spun around and then got a shot in the pants for it. So left her a corner, probably right front corner. All kinds of jacked up on the 74 machine. So he bookends himself a little bit. So heat races ultra clean, and we start the feature on lap number 1 and pick up our first caution of the night. Actually, no, second caution. Second caution. We had a caution in the B main. First caution in the feature. We'll get the guys racked back up here, get them ready to go. All right, drivers going to start filing into their positions 2 by 2. Right front, or left front, excuse me, on that 46 machine. The whole left front fender is actually gone off that car. I don't think we're going to see it. Back pan has gone off somebody else. There's a good shot. Whole left front fender missing. All right, green flag back in the air. Feature underway once again for the Hales Corner Speedway Sim Racing Series. 4 wide back here at about 7th. Goodwin went right through the middle around Rundle and both of the Brunners. Goodwin picks up about 3 spots between the middle of 1 and 2 and the entrance of turn 3. And battle between he and Rundle for 6th and 7th. In front of them, side by side, Duggar and Johnson. Johnson pulls ahead by about a car length. Yes, Dean Wallach, Scrub-a-Dub is back for the Clean Driver Award. Tiny bit of contact between Johnson and Duggar. Duggar now slides the 11 car up to 4th, but Johnson's going to cross over and try to make this run down the backstretch. Urban's got the lead. Fisher is 2nd. Then Bittinger is 3rd right now. Side-by-side battle for 4th and 6th. 4th and 5th right there, Johnson and Duggar. And then back here, it's going to be Rundle and Goodwin side-by-side. These two got locked into a pretty good battle here. Looks like Duggar going to give a little bump draft to the 112 after Johnson cleared him into the 4th spot. Duggar is now 5th. You're looking at 6th and 7th for the battle. Let's go back here. I think John Brunner right in the middle of a 2-wide battle with Jim Butcher. Right in front of that, Sievert and Ambos are side by side. Jason Enoch back here. Saw that car slow, but I think it was just because he bumped the berm on the inside of 1 and 2, so that car was leaving the corner a little slow. Fisher still giving chase to Urban. Bittinger right behind that. Now Johnson single filed into 4th with Duggar in 5th. Reed Rundle has cleared Goodwin, at least for the moment. He had 6th. Goodwin was 7th. And these two starting to get back into another 2-wide battle here. A little bit of dust starting to come up from the track, and we experienced a lot of that Saturday night in the Dome. By the time we were out of there, we were covered with dirt. Took a while to brush it off. Saw some fantastic racing like we're seeing in here tonight. We got a battle again for 4th as Duggar pulled alongside Johnson, excuse me. I thought Bittinger was going to pull inside there on Fisher, and it just didn't quite make it. Coming out of 2, but this battle at the front 5 really getting tight here. Rundle cleared Goodwin of that time, put him into 6th, and Goodwin was 7th. Randy Brunner, Nate Sievert, Bo Ambos, 9th and 10th. Fisher had a peek on the inside. He showed Urban the nose, and Bittinger is trying to show him the nose out of 4, and that didn't work. Little contact there. Fisher into the left rear of Urban. Urban up the hill, -1, -2 spots. Could be -3 if Johnson can get in there. Now, little right rear action moves him back. Johnson's going to go around. So, between the entry to turn 1, the exit of turn number 4, as he gets a run back as Johnson made the mistake. He's had 3 spots down, end up being 2 at the line. And Johnson back side by side with Duggar. So it's Fisher, Bittinger, Urban, 1, 2, 3. Here's your battle for 4th. Johnson and Duggar going back at it. Johnson got a little wide, couldn't get the run down the hill. Battle for the lead. Bittinger up the inside. He showed the whole car to Fisher. Fisher out of shape with just a little bit. Contact now. Urban up under the left rear corner on the 41. That could have been a little bit of a payback. Could have been a little bit of a how do you do. I didn't like the move to try to take the lead. Bittinger got around during that exchange. He's the leader with Fisher 2nd. Urban now 3rd, and that battle still raging for 4th back here. Duggar and Johnson still side by side, and Duggar trying to move Johnson way up the hill that time. Those two battling to let Rundle and Goodwin back into it. It kind of was, Dean. A lot of contact there as Goodwin and Rundle touch left front to right rear. They're both going to keep them going, but that's going to back them off of this battle here for 4th. Now, Fisher was down the inside. Contact with Bittinger. He's going to try to bring the 41 car back onto the racing surface. He is going to go from hero to 0 as Bittinger, Urban, and now Johnson, 1, 2, 3. Duggar right in the middle of that. And yeah, that is the same dirt, I guess, that they use for the monster truck shows and the motocross shows. And so they don't like for it to pack a lot. And that makes for a really, really interesting night in the Dome because that stuff starts flying around and you end up with a lot of it. We probably had a good 1/8 of an inch on us before we got done. And I just went in and watched the 3 features. I did not watch any other racing the entire day Saturday. So battle at the front again. Now Urban alongside on the outside of Bittinger. Battle back here for 3rd. Not anymore. Duggar got clear, but the battle for 4th is still going. It's just Johnson and a new driver. Old Reed Rundle pulled along the outside of Johnson this time. Goodwin's right behind that. I think if Johnson stays on the bottom, he may end up losing both of these spots right here coming out of 2, and he is going to do exactly that. So move Johnson back to 6th as Urban takes the lead. Yeah, huge. And there was a big bump right where the cars come on the track right there at the entry to turn 1, and they were getting 4-wheel air drift trying to get into the corner. It was pretty exciting stuff. We saw a few flipovers during the week. Saw Reed Rundle back to the slider line now.
right,
Goodwin
man,
going to cut
caution is out,
inside.
caution is out.
Caution. Brandon Hull. This is a 3-wide battle. Burnt, Butcher, and Hull. And Hull got up on the berm, lost the front of the car. It went across the track, smacks it in. He's going to come back out. And right front crushed down on that 99 car pretty good. So we'll move him to the tail end of the field. Good break for these guys. Good long run. They were within 5 laps. Tyler Goodwin. What happened to Goodwin? He might have run up on the car in front of him and had to jam on the brakes and lost that 7 car. Or he might have got help. I'm not sure. Oh, Duggar checked. Yeah, Duggar checked real hard. Rundle checked up for him. And then Goodwin, when he was trying to check, just spun the car out. I didn't think there'd be any reason for those guys to be beating on each other. They were racing pretty tight, but pretty clean nonetheless. So, we'll take a look. Urban, Bittinger, Duggar, Rundle, Goodwin, Johnson, Brunner, Sievert, Ambos, and Warren are the top 10. Yeah, they kept trying to fix those ruts down there, Dean. It just was not working. I mean, those cars were, again, coming off the track, all 4 tires, and hopping through the corners. It was really, really interesting to watch. I found out something about late model racing that I didn't know. The fan base is just rabid, and they love you or they hate you, and they are not afraid to show you when you get introduced for a race if they love you or they hate you. And that was pretty interesting. All right, lights off on the pace truck. 5-lap shootout, and Urban's back on the throttle. Great start for him. He had about 2.5, 3 car lengths going into 1 and 2 over Scott Bittinger. Cole Duggar sitting in the 3rd spot. Reed Rundle. Right here in 4th, and Rundle trying to have a good run. Like to get up here on the podium, but Goodwin trying to just give him a top 5 finish out of the deal. Goodwin keeps taking a peek, going to pull the car alongside the middle of 1 and 2. Rundle not quite as good a run to that time. I think it's a matter of time before Goodwin is able to slide the 7 car across. Contact there. He straightens him back out. Wow. Hard racing. Here comes Chris Johnson to put some pressure on the 43 machine. Battle for the lead. Inside 3 to go. Bittinger up the hill, got into Urban. Here comes Duggar with a huge run out of 2. And Duggar alongside, as close as he could get to 2nd place, and not going to be able to complete it. Bittinger is going to lead at the 2 to go mark. Goodwin around Rundle is right there now. Your top 6 right in the middle of this. Chris Johnson just off the right of the screen, right behind Reed Rundle. We're watching this battle with Duggar and Urban. Duggar up the hill. Not quite enough. Good commitment, just not perfect execution on the slide job. White flag right there. One more time around. That time Duggar gets the rear end across the nose. That checks up Urban. Here comes Goodwin. Here comes Rundle 3 wide for 3rd. Duggar put the left front up on the berm on the entry to 3 and 4. I think that's going to seal it. Bittinger's going to win it. Duggar's going to get 2nd. And Tyler Goodwin ends up coming through for 3rd. Matt Urban was 4th and Reed Rundle was 5th. So we'll talk to our top 3. I don't know, Dean. I just know that the fans were just insane about the late model. They were louder booing or louder cheering. It was really, really interesting, to say the very, very least, about the way they treated the drivers on the way out. All right, let's start grabbing our drivers. We'll get ready to talk to them. Goodwin. And we'll find Duggar. And I don't see my winner. We'll see if he comes in. We'll give him a chance by the time we get done with the other two. Hopefully Scott will come to TeamSpeak and we can chat with him.
User was moved to
Tyler Goodwin, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, I got a post earlier that said that, one of the 1525 guys would be on the podium. They said both on the podium and on the top step. But you put it on the podium nonetheless, man. Great run. Tell us about the feature tonight.
Yeah, the track stayed together pretty well. Was able to make a quick move for the first caution, move up one spot, and then that kind of just set me up. Me and Reed, we were duking it out for 3/4 of the race, but finally was able to get around him, and then, towards the end, they were starting to throw them sliders, and I was able to sneak on by.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, and the seas kind of parted, and away you went, but it looked like, side by side, and you guys back there, it was about for 5th or 6th place, and that was, 2-3 car battle. It looked like everybody was really kind of minding themselves and made for some fantastic racing. In a situation like that, how difficult to focus and make sure that you don't make a mistake to the guys around you, but you're also trying to go forward. How hard is it for you to focus and make sure all those things are happening at once?
Well, being up on top or down on the bottom, you're kind of more on because, you got a wall or the apron right next to you, so that's really good. And, the guy on the inside, the good thing is 90% of the time, you don't get shot off to the wall or spun out. So, when we were caught up in them positions, I kind of just took a deep breath and dug right on through, and that's how it happened.
Well, still an awesome run, man. You come home on the podium. Been keeping the 7-car fairly clean all season long when you could. I know you got caught up a couple of times and stuff that wasn't of your doing, but got to be helping you, each and every week to understand how these guys are racing so that you can improve the next time you come back.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of new guys that are coming in each and every week, which is great for the race and everything, but the guys that are up front, usually the same people that I raced in the winter season with, and I guarantee they're going to be clean riders.
Well, an awesome run, man. I'm sure you got some thank yous before we let you get out of here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank Central Services for, sponsoring this race. I'd like to thank 1525 Motorsports, Jacob, Rob, Drake, and then I'd like to thank Milkman Designs and Crawford Flooring.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and I look forward to seeing you back next week in the late models.
Yes, sir.
All right, your third place finisher. That was Tyler Goodwin. Let's talk to Cole Duggar real quick.
User was moved
Cole,
to your channel.
You there, buddy?
Roger, how was Dirt Nationals?
Pretty fun, man. Missed you, not coming and saying hi.
Oh, I wish I could have. It's working, man. 5 hours a day.
Well, it happens. Work first, play second. But a great run out here for the 11 car tonight. Looks like you battled hard all night long. A couple of spots where things got a little dicey, but nonetheless, you come home second. Tell us about that run.
Yeah, the track started off a lot of good track prep here at Knoxville, and it started off kind of one lane, and it really worked into 2-lane there at the end of the race. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to come in with only 25 laps, but getting 20 cars out here doing 25 laps apiece, I'm not going to do the math, but that's a lot of laps. And oh, thank you. Thank you.
Real fast.
Ended up working out.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic run. I asked Tyler. I said, some new guys coming in. There's some old blood here, and you got to learn how to race with all these guys. And each time you get on the track, you probably learn a little bit of something for the next week. So how is it with racing with the new guys, racing with the old guys? You got to mix the two up, and then you're 3 wide out there half the time. How much nerves get you, or how much focus do you got to have to make sure that everything comes together and you have a clean run?
Yeah, you have to be really focused, and it can't be too focused because sometimes you get in a tunnel vision, and you'll think a new guy will drive just like any other guy out here, and some guys are a little more aggressive than others, and if you don't know that, you may get your nose chopped a little, or you may run in the back of them depending on how they throw a slider or something. And you really got to pay attention to it, but you got to stay focused, and you got to do what you know, especially around the guys that you know how they drive. And if you do that, you should be all right.
Well, an awesome run. I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you head out to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to thank Sean and Scott. We run together quite a bit. Unfortunately, Sean didn't make the feature by a couple spots tonight. Scott went on and won the thing, so big congrats to Scott. And it's fun running with those guys in practice. Couldn't really do it without them. Jetty Designs, that's Sean. He paints my cars. I got to thank KDC Photography 11, Beard Tube Beard Oil, and those guys really help over there. And thank you for the broadcast, Roger. Much appreciated.
All right, man. Sorry I missed you this weekend. Maybe another time.
Absolutely.
All right. Your second place finisher, Mr. Cole Duggan. Let's go up here, and let's grab our winner.
User was moved to your channel.
I think this is his first in the series. So let's welcome in Scott Bender. Scott, you there, buddy? Hello, Scott. I don't think Scott has a mic. Well, very quickly, if it's not working and you're doing everything else right, go to your tools, your options, your capture device, and make sure it matches whatever your microphone or headset is for the actual device, and that should fix you up. We'll give him a second here, folks. All right, talk to us now, buddy. I saw all the swaps.
Hey, Roger, you got me?
I got you now, man. Make sure it still works here. Well, I had him for a second, folks. You heard it. He was here. Sure you got that right push-to-tuck button going, bud?
Yeah, Roger, I can't hear you, bud.
You can't hear me? Then go to your tools, options, your replay device, and make sure that it matches your headset. Your playback device, and make sure that in the playback device, it matches your headset. Once you have that, you should be able to hear me.
I'm working on it, man.
I got you. Well, we got patience here. We're not in a big hurry. I take it that he is listening to the broadcast, and we could do it with a little bit of a delay, but it'd be better if we were live, talking to the same channel. So we'll give him just a second here, folks, see if he can hook it up.
All right, Roger, try me.
All right, you got me now? Maybe not.
All right, Roger, test.
Yeah. I can hear you just fine. Hopefully you can hear me. Still with me? Well, either way, we'll make it simple on you, man. I'm sure you're listening to the broadcast. Tell us about your first win here. You pick it up here at Knoxville with these guys. I got you, buddy. Give us some insight into bringing that 69 car to the top of the podium tonight, bud. We're trying to give him a second, folks. I know it's...
Yeah, Roger. Man, it's crazy. I can't get to work. I can't hear you at all. But I'm getting you through the broadcast, so... Scott, man, this was This is crazy. I'm shaking. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going on with TeamSpeak. I can't get it to work, but you know, these guys are tough. I'm kind of speechless. This is a tough race. We've been working at this all day. Wow. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just shaking. I want to thank Team Outlaw, KDC Photography, Schulte's Wallet, Juddy Designs. They give me a awesome looking car. ABR Setup Shop. I got to thank Central Services for sponsoring the league. My wife and kids, they watch the broadcast every week. They support me doing this. And Cole, Sean, I couldn't do it without these guys. I wouldn't be where I'm at without them. Thank you to them for all their help and everything they've done for me. And this is crazy. Thank you guys. Thank you for the broadcast. Hopefully next time I get to talk to you, I'll get this TeamSpeak working.
Yeah, that means you're going to have to come win another one, man. An awesome run. Congratulations on winning. I know it's the first time for you here in the league. As a major accomplishment, man. And we're going to look forward to seeing what you can do next week back here in the late models. Yeah, it takes a second for it to go through, guys.
Thank you, man.
All right, you're winning tonight, Scott Bittinger. Let's take a quick peek at the final results before we get out of here for the evening. Bittinger wins it. Duggar was second. Goodwin was third. Then Matt Urban led a lot of this thing and led 13 laps of it, as a matter of fact. And he comes home in fourth. Rundle was fifth. Johnson sixth. Nate Sievert seventh. Ambos gets the 8th position tonight. Randy Brenner in 9th. Dean Burnt comes home 10th. Rob Warren 11th. Peter Brees 12th. Jim Butcher was 13th. J.J. Schilling 14th tonight in the 70 car. Jason Enoch in 15th. Ryan Fisher was 16th. 17th went to Brandon Hull. Tony Itzkowski in 18th. Zach Krieger in 19th. And John Brenner rounded out the field. Another week in the books for the Hales Corners guys. A lot of fun watching these guys. They put on a great show. They'll be right back here next Sunday night, same track, being the Pro Late Models, and that should be a pretty exciting one. Big track, big car, a little faster than the street stocks here, so be sure you mark that on your calendars to tune back in. Thursday night, next officially scheduled show. Doesn't mean we won't have one between now and then. Have two of them for you about 9 o'clock Eastern. It'll be a War Horse, and I will have the call on that, and then Dominic Santino will be over with the Mass Car guys. All of it late model racing. So be sure that you tune in for that. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thanks for waiting through the interview process. We'll get Bittinger's stuff fixed up, and next time he wins one, it'll be a little bit easier interview. But he did a great job. I'm sure he was excited, nervous, and all the things that go with winning your first major league race. So congrats to him again. Thank you guys one more time. We appreciate you being here each and every night. For Dominic Santino and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network. Till we see you the